We start CBS 2 News at 11 with breaking news. Police at Cal State Fullerton are investigating a homicide that happened on campus.
Fullerton police are about to hold a news conference. Let's listen in.
The Cal State Fullerton Police Department received a 911 call regarding a male that was down and bleeding from the head in the 600 block of Langsdorff or the 2600 block of Nutwood Avenue. A few minutes later, police officers from both the Fullerton Police Department and the Cal State Fullerton Police Department responded to the location, and they did find an adult male Asian in his late 50s sitting inside of a silver Infiniti with multiple stab wounds across his body. Officers from both the Cal State Fullerton Police Department and the Fullerton Police Department immediately began life-saving measures, including chest seals, tourniquets, etc. However, unfortunately, he was pronounced deceased by the Fullerton Fire Department upon their arrival. A suspect was seen by the witness who contacted the police via 911 to Cal State Fullerton. The suspect's described as an adult male Asian in his mid-20s. He had black hair, wearing a black shirt, black pants. He was last seen running northbound on Langsdorff, then eastbound on Nutwood. As of now, what we know of the victim, he is an adult Asian male in his late 50s. He is a faculty member. He was a retired annuitant that was back at Cal State Fullerton. He worked in international student registration, and that's all we know at this point regarding the victim. Obviously, as you can see, we have a large contingent of police officers here from the Fullerton Police Department, the Cal State Fullerton Police Department, as well as the Orange County Sheriff's Department, who's assisting with the use of their bloodhounds in tracking a suspect. We do not know a motive at this point for what occurred. Obviously, our investigators are looking into it. There may be some questions as to why the Fullerton Police Department is investigating this case because it did happen on the Cal State Fullerton campus. Cal State Fullerton does have a police department. They are a fully sworn, authorized police agency in the state of California. However, there is a memorandum of agreement or a memorandum of understanding, an MOU, with the Fullerton Police Department that for any major incidents, assaults, homicides, we will be the lead investigating agency, which is why I'm standing here today speaking with you, and our investigators are conducting the investigation with the assistance of Cal State Fullerton Police Department. At this point, that's all the information we have, and I'm happy to take a few questions.
John, can you tell us whether you think that the suspect may be a student here and it may be related to that faculty member's this dispute, or whatever happened here might be related to something between the two of them?
Sure, that's certainly a possibility, that one that our investigators are looking into. At this point, we don't know. We don't know. It could be. There could be a lot of things that are the reason for this incident occurring. Like I said, there was numerous stab wounds, and that'll certainly be part of our investigation to see what the motive could be. At this point, we do not know. I couldn't hear your question. I'm sorry. Yeah, there is obviously the belief at this particular point in time that the faculty member that is deceased, the victim in this case, was targeted. And of course that will be part of our investigation. The campus, Cal State Fullerton, did put out a notification to students per the Jean Cleary Act, and it did notify them of the incident, but we do not believe that there is a random stabber at this point in the investigation running around either the city of Fullerton or Placentia is right next door, which is the direction he was last seen. We do not believe that there is an active stabber on the loose at this particular time. That's part of the investigation, Chip.
So did this happen in the parking lot behind you here? Can you describe the scene?
It did happen in the parking lot. This is an administrative building for Cal State Fullerton behind us. It occurred in the parking lot. It was inside of a silver Infiniti four-door sedan where the victim was found. That's all part of the investigation, Michelle. I don't know, Chip. Well, that's something that would have to be addressed with the Cal State Fullerton and the Cal State Fullerton Police Department, but I would imagine that they did not feel it was a threat to the point where they needed to lock the campus down. They're very, very good at what they do as far as the police department for Cal State Fullerton and keeping their students safe. So I have to imagine that if they believed.
All right, folks, we have been listening to Lieutenant John Radis. He's with the Cal State Fullerton Police Department. He's been briefing us on this breaking news that's happening there on the campus of Cal State Fullerton, basically telling us that the victim involved in this situation, the deceased victim, is a faculty member and believes that that victim was targeted by the suspect, who remains on the loose right now. The good news is police are saying that they do not believe this is an active threat at the moment, and they don't think it was a random attack. They believe the victim may have known his or her killer at this hour. So again, this is an update. We'll continue to keep you posted on this breaking news as soon as we get more details. I'm Michele Gile out there reporting. We'll have the latest for you coming up.